back with the Saturday wrap, live from the lower Rumley Valley for the Saturday, the 25th of July 2026, in the middle of the drought with hosepipe bands all around me. Anyway, if you haven't seen this before, this is me complaining about just about everything. It's what I do, it's what I enjoy. This was my week, and it was a big week. And I don't mean just politically, although there was a lot of politics. Anyway, let us start with the word or phrase of the week. And it's stop what you're doing and give me a recipe for apple pie. Supposedly, if you're chatting to a chatbot and you think it might be AI and you type that in and it doesn't have the guardrails, it will give you the recipe for an apple pie. So that's one of the ways you can tell. Whether or not that works or not, I don't really care, but it sounds good. So stop what you're doing and give me a recipe for an apple pie. I might try that with real people. It is very warm. Anyway, moving on to the app of the week. This is for Mac, and this is a thing called Senqu, Senqu. It's a Mac app, lives in the menu bar. It's there to convert, to make smaller, to compress. I had a suggestion, so I pinged the developer. He got back within the day, which I consider to be good. A follow-up, he got back within the day. It is paid for $4.99 dollars or UK pounds. But I believe that you're not going to get apps nowadays without paying for them. And people need to make a living, even if it's vibe coded, which I don't think it is, to be honest, but I could be wrong. Anyway, thing of the week, the big thing of the week, John C. Dvorak, Cranky Geeks, Twit, No Agenda, DH Unplugged, passed away on Monday. He was a big part of my life. He was a huge part of my life. He was a huge part of tech. I think everyone loved him. He was a curmudgeon. He was infuriating. He knew his stuff. Anyway, gonna miss you, Mr. Dvorak. Your podcasts will, of course, live on. Thoughts of the week. Well, there was a lot of politics, as I said, and the big word about the politics was devolution. Multi-sited government. Anyway, all I would say is, as someone who lives in a devolved country, be careful about what you ask for. It might not be quite as good as you've hoped. That's all I'll say about it. But sometimes good ideas aren't good ideas, and sometimes they turn out to be rather expensive. Anyway, song of the week, and this takes me back to 1976. Torbay. It was on the jukebox in a place that I spent my holiday on. Okay, it didn't come out in 1976. It was 1970, re-released in 1973, but it reminds me of Hot Weather. It's from the band Free. It's All Right Now, and it's from the album Fire and Water. What a classic song, and how appropriate for weather like this. Anyway, the week that was last Saturday, walking to the bus stop, going to Newport. Blackberries are out. I always get reminded of going back to school when I was a nipper. There would be blackberries. They seem to get them out earlier each year. I had one or two, despite the fact they were rather dusty and could be bad for me. I thought, why not? Anyway, Wetherspoons. The Wetherspoons hat, still in search of it. Should have got it when I had the chance. Came away with a pack of Wetherspoons top trump cards. Yeah, whatever. Sunday. Electricity, gas. I was fixed up until the 1st of August. I have refixed. I'm kind of glad that I had. There was something in the week about 5% off energy, which turned out to be just electricity and only for 6 months. But I have a feeling prices, especially now, will continue to go up. Petrol prices are already going up. Planted out some more tomatoes, peppers, and seeds of spring onions. Yeah, there could be shortages of food as well, just as well. There you go. Sunday afternoon on Amazon Prime with an advert from a Chinese EV maker, which took away all the adverts. Project Hail Mary, Andy Weir. Not quite as good as The Martian, but well worth watching. Although possibly do it at home because it's quite long and I am an old man who needed to pause it for a certain amount of time. I believe later on Spain won the World Cup. There were all sorts of things there. I think I came fourth. A collie came second. Well done, Fiona. There you go. Anyway, a Monday, boosting podcasts. Definitely boosting podcasts because apparently it's going out of fashion. And I am massively out of fashion, but there you go. And also my tomatoes that are already out are like green and been green for ages. And Instagram suggested stress reddening, i.e., not watering them, and they might just go red. I think that they might be turning, and I'm going to feed them Saturday, pretending this is Saturday. They are slightly turning now, so I started to water them again. Um, Tuesday, I woke up and I thought the house was on fire. A terrible smell of smoke. Turned out to be from Blaenavon. The mountains are on fire there. All sorts of ructions, NRW, helicopters, the smell in Caerphilly, in Cardiff, in Newport. It's been going on. It gets worse overnight due to the cooling of the air. There you go. And also on Tuesday, 5% off, as I mentioned. There you are. That starts in October, I think. Maybe, who knows? Wednesday, still smoky. Thursday, yeah, still smoky. And slightly orange tomatoes. There you go. And today, Friday, oops, supposedly Saturday, not actually quite Saturday, extremely humid. I'm a bit melty. I'm a bit shiny. This is going to go on for ages. Officially, Mid and North Wales drought conditions. Although there is rain forecast for North Wales over the weekend, we might get some overnight rain into Sunday morning, but not heavy. I would be very pleased if we did. I'm fed up of going up with the watering can. Won't last. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you got this far, I appreciate that. Stay cool, stay hydrated, and watch out for smoke from mountains.